It is a little skiddy out here. Woo! Okay, finally, after months of planning, waiting out an Irish winter, I'm finally back on the road again. Time to go to Spain. All right, fire and awayers, here we go. Ireland giving me a typical rainy send-off here. Sounds like there might be a bit of bad weather where I'm going too, but we'll get to all of that soon enough. But for now, I just got to get out of Dublin. So let me tell you what I'm up to here. I'm leaving Dublin kind of late in the day. It's about 6:15 now, p.m. And the reason is that I'm taking a ferry from a town called Rosslare on the south coast of Ireland, which will take me about maybe 2 hours to get down there. But the ferry leaves at midnight. Obviously I'm leaving way earlier than I need to, but frankly I'm not that keen on riding in the dark if I can avoid it. So I'm heading out now just to catch the last bit of light of the day. Why am I going down to Rosslare to catch a ferry? Because I am going to the north of Spain to go check out part of what's called the Trans-Euro Trail, which is a network of off-road tracks and trails and forest roads that crisscross all of Europe, similar to the Trans-America Trail. And I'm going to go check out some of the Spanish Trans-Euro Trail, or TET as it's known. The ferry gets in to the town of Santander on the north coast, and then I'll be striking out to the west of Santander towards the Picos de Europa mountains, I think it's called, doing a loop and ending up back in Bilbao, and that's where the ferry will return from. So that's the plan. Right now I'm jumping on the freeway, and then I'll be cruising on down to Rosslare. Let's go. Well, I've made it to Rosslare Harbor, but man, that was intense. Woo! Basically 2 hours white knuckling on the freeway. It was cold, it was dark, it was actually raining for some of the way, and yeah, just on top of that, I just happened to have some brand new off-road tires on, so the whole thing was a little bit sketchy, but I made it. So I thought they were going to start boarding, but turns out there's another probably 2 hours to wait. I'll see if I can upgrade my accommodations on the ferry. I had booked just a regular seat, thinking I could make do. The ferry ride's quite long, it's like a day and a half, but I'll see if I can upgrade to a regular berth with a bed. I think that would be a lot more comfortable. Alright, about to set sail. Should be leaving in 10 minutes, I think it is. I'm just gonna settle into my cabin, get some sleep. Well, good morning, good night's sleep. Now I'm way out in the middle of what I suppose is technically the Atlantic Ocean, although we're very close to the coast of, I suppose we're close to the coast of Spain, France rather. Got the full day ahead of me here on the boat, and then another night, another overnight in the cabin, and then we'll arrive in Santander, Spain at about 8 a.m. Welcome to Santander. Made it to Spain. Woo! So remember to drive on the other side of the road. Okay, I am leaving Santander and the journey begins in earnest. This is my first time using Gaia GPS as a navigation tool, and I think it's going to take some getting used to. Well, that's pretty. I've made the decision here last minute to go to the east of where I got off the ferry. I wanted to head into the Picos de Europa area, but as it turns out, it's going to be very cold and snowy probably in that direction. So that frankly doesn't sound like a lot of fun to me. So I'm going the other way instead. And I think there are some interesting sights to see along the way here too, so let's go see what we can find. And we're already in the dirt. Whoa! It is a little skiddy out here. Woo! Gotta work with the bike. Alright, that's the first leg done. It's definitely off-road in parts, that's for sure. Which way am I going here? I am going... looks like I'm going left. Yeah, my first real off-roading on the Tenere to date. And I have a feeling there's a lot more up ahead. No issues so far. Haven't come off yet. Let's see how we get on. It's beautiful out here though. No rain yet. What a day. It's really, really nice. Rolling green hills, farms everywhere, all these red tiled roofs. It's beautiful. I'm just going to check out this section of track. I'm not going to be going all the way along here today. I'm going to double back and go to my campsite, but I want to get a sense of what's in store for me tomorrow. Oh boy. Mind yourself. Okay, well this is definitely more doable. I can see though that it's going to be climbing to get into these hills and mountains around here, so I guess I could expect it to be steeper and harder going along. One thing I'm realizing is that the distances are much greater than I thought they were going to be, just by looking at the map. I might have to take some shortcuts. Okay, it's getting a little steeper. Alright, how steep does that look? Because to me it looks very steep. I think I'm going to loop around it tomorrow and then rejoin it further, what would that be, south. Because no point in pushing it. Alright, going to turn around and head back again. All right, I'm approaching home for the night. Campsite just, where am I? A little bit east of Bilbao. On the coast, looks very pleasant. It's nice now, nice and sunny. Gonna have to check the weather again, but tomorrow I believe it's gonna be raining. All right, now that I've got the tent set up, let me show you the rest of my camping gear. I have my sleeping bag in here, just about fits. And I have my sleeping pad. Actually, might be easier to get out my stove first. Or maybe not. There you go. And there's my sleeping pad. And finally, my pillow. All of this fits into my dry spec top pack. This pad sort of self-inflates. I guess the idea is if you open it up and then just leave it for a while, it fills itself up partially with air, and then you just blow into it to fill up the last little bit. There we go. So, not huge, but certainly big enough for one person. And I like this sleeping bag because it's got these pole ties to cinch it all down into as small a little package as possible. Pillow. Try not to overfill it. It's got a little bit of give to it. It's actually really comfortable. And of course, always put your head up hill. And there we go. That's home for the night. So as the day draws to a close here on the beautiful north coast of Spain, all that lies ahead of me is the prospect of a dehydrated meal from a bag, and the nagging thought that I might conceivably have bitten off a little more than I could chew with this whole Trans-Euro Trail expedition. But didn't crash, didn't fall off, didn't injure myself. So I'll be back at it again tomorrow, I think. So thanks very much for joining me. Really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, head down the bottom there and hit subscribe. Give this video a big thumbs up, and I will see you next time. Cheers.